number 4, where the action will come from. Our shoot sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, our arena sponsors, we'll mention them throughout the evening. And boys and girls, to you, 10 and under, we'd like to remind you, after the third bareback horse is turned out, go down to the south end of the arena, stay back out of the way, but get ready for our pig scramble, 10 and under after bareback riding.
Max, do you think this animal hasn't felt the excitement as we open the gate for the first man, Chris Darren Pill Rider? The big stout yellow horse circling back to the right, this cowboy. But a good cowboy from Fort Scott, Kansas.
21:30 here. Here's a finals horse also for the JC Rodeo County. Look at that cowboy hoe it out on that one.
Well, Maxie watches spur in action. That's what our judges are looking. Tell us the name of the horse that Rick's drawn here tonight. Shoot number 2 on the style oil shoot for our next cowboy, Rick Smith of Chapman. Here's the cowboy, scoots up on his rigging. Watch the mark-out rule, one of the most important rules in the sport of bareback riding. They gotta have the spurs over the points of the shoulder. This cowboy, Max, looks like he's marked him out. This horse jumping quick across the fin, the man from Chapman. Good weather's a storm.
And your bareback riding. Our cowboys bareback riding. Here comes the marking. So another one of our special event cowboys competes only in the bareback riding. Had a pretty good year last year till the
93 to the lead for the Brookville cowboy, Justin Lindquist.
Let's go down to the points now. Leads it. Here's the cowboy. Oh!
The cowboy sits in the lead, but here's some great action right here. The base short cowboy. Reaching back, making a half of the 9. A good horse, and he's drawn circles back to the left. And Mr. Luck for our cowboy. He's got a long walk back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our hands together and thank him for his effort. He touched the horse with his free hand, no marking. Well, we told you about that marking rule. This cowboy failed to mark the animal out of the chute. He takes a no score. But here's a colorful horse of the JC Rodeo Company, Apache. Chute number 3, Joel Mosier of Junction City, Kansas. Watch this big fame horse fire. And the cowboy in trouble reaches down with his free hand, ladies and gentlemen. Disqualifies himself.
Whoa! And it's a tough way to make it. They're running at full speed, of course. Like if you need the ambulance attendants, fellas, we'll have them come in. What do you think? Nope, he's all right. What can you tell us, Greg? Let's try to still give him a big round of applause. Well, let's go down to the bucking chute for one of the great Delta Force. Great bucking horse down there in bucking chute number 2, and he's gonna get the youngster.
That's what we're after right there, 8 seconds. And he's on the ground, folks. Give him a big round of applause. Tell him thank you. And that's the way to get the night started right there. We're going to have a score for you here in just a minute. Bareback riding sponsored by Cleaver's Farm and Home Center. All your farm and home needs right down here just around the corner from the arena. Big rodeo sponsor here in Chanute, Kansas, and a big thank you to them along with all of our sponsors. Look to our rodeo officials. We're going to get a score here in just a minute. 80 points, 80-point ride. Ooh. That was Mr. Justin Cook from Abilene, Kansas, folks. That's not what he intended right there. Give him a big round of applause. Tell him thank you. That horse's name was Crazy Alice. That's not what that cowboy called. Philip, where did you get that shirt? I've heard of Mo better. That's a lot better, yeah. We're going to go to chute number 2, the Wild Bill's Western Wear chute. Tonka is the horse. Jason Rottramel from Bentley, Kansas is the cowboy. Folks, watch this young bareback rider right here. 80 points leading the bareback riding right now. Mr. Rich Smith, watch this young bareback rider. Comes to us from Bentley, Kansas, Mr. Jason Rottramel. I've watched this kid ride a lot of horses, and he can be double tough. Coming to you out of chute number 2, the Wild Bill's Western Wear chute. He said outside. Come on, Chanute, help him out. Look at this. Look at him go. That's what we're after right there. He's on the ground now, Chanute. He can hear you. Mr. Jason Rottramel from Bentley, Kansas. We're going to have a score in just a minute. points, puts him right in the middle of things. We're going down here. Chute number 2, the Wild Bill's Western Wear chute. Gunsmoke is the horse. Dude Vossler, Lincoln, Nebraska Cowboy is the cowboy. Folks, I saw this cowboy ride last year up at Fairbury, Nebraska, rodeo we did up there. This guy can really ride a bucking horse, but he's got to beat 80 points to win the money. And he drew a horse that he can do it on. They call the horse Gunsmoke. Coming to you at a chute number 2, the Wild Bill's Western Wear chute. Dude Vossler is the cowboy. Come on, Chanute, help him out. Uh-oh. Folks, a little bit of tough luck. He had to reach down and grab with his free hand. He's going to get a no score. Give him a big round of applause. Philip, you think that horse is married? What is that? Saturday night and he don't want to go home. Okay, we're going to go to chute number 3, the TNR Restaurant chute. The horse they call Boing, Jesse Heisler is the cowboy. And folks, good young bareback rider right here, but he has got his hands full. They call this horse Boing because that's what he does to cowboys. He boings them right there in the middle of the arena. This horse can get a lot of air under him. Yeah, you better get out of the way. Right there. He got look, right there. $50. Now, announcers don't make that kind. I guess I need to start wearing shirts like that. I thought last night's shirt was bad. That has got to be the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Chute number 3 is where we're going to be, the TNR Restaurant chute. Jesse Heisler, good young bareback rider from Hutchinson, Kansas. But I'm telling you, his hands are full. This Boing horse is wicked to ride. Cleaver's Farm and Home Center sponsoring the bareback riding. Big thank you to them along with all of our other sponsors. I'll be talking about our sponsors all night long, folks. When you go in these businesses, tell them thank you. It takes a lot of money to put a rodeo on like this, and the Saddle Club has done a whale of a job going out getting these sponsors, and we want them to know we do appreciate it. Jesse Heisler's the cowboy, comes to us from Hutchinson, Kansas. Chute number 3 is where we're going to be. The TNR Restaurant chute, 80 points, leading it so far, Mr. Rich Smith, Chapman, Kansas cowboy. Good young bareback rider right here, Mr. Jesse Heisler. He said outside, come on, Chanute, help him out. Look at this. Look at him go. Oh. That is not the way to get off a horse. Folks, a little bit of bad news. He had to reach down and grab with his free hand. It's going to be a no score, but I tell you what, Bobby Ehrlich is the cowboy. Folks, here's another good young cowboy. Folks, this is a 16-year-old cowboy right here, Mr. Bobby Ehrlich. Part of the Craft Rodeo family. Spent all weekend long helping us gather the stock up, feed them, working the chutes. Tonight's his night. Get on one of these bucking horses. Help him out. He's only 16 years old. Look at him go. There we go. That's what we're after. 16-year-old cowboy right there made the whistle. We're going to have a score in just a minute. He's on the ground, Chanute. He can hear you. Right there puts him right in the middle of things. We're going to go to chute number 2, the Wild Bill's Western Wear chute. Shane Hatch is the cowboy. Comes to us from Manhattan, Kansas. He is on the horse they call Copperhead. Folks, this cowboy right here, he can really ride. He's been on a roll here lately. Won quite a bit of money in the last month. Hey, you used to be a bareback rider. You like to got killed. What happened? You got hung up and he was dragging y'all around? Thought you was going to die. Didn't think you were going to get... What happened? The manager of Walmart came out and unplugged him. That's about as close as you're going to get to a bareback rider. Okay, we're ready for Shane Hatch. Coming out of chute number 2, the Wild Bill's Western Wear chute. And like I said, folks, I've watched this kid ride a lot of bucking horses, and he can be double tough. The 80-point ride, it could be in jeopardy right here. When that gate opens, everybody make a lot of noise. Help him out. Good bareback rider from Manhattan, Kansas, Mr. Shane Hatch on the horse they call Copperhead. This is a heck of a matchup right here, Chanute. This kid can ride. He said outside. Come on, Chanute, help him out. like Shane had intended. Give him a big round of applause. Folks, this is the matchup of the evening right here. Here's a good young bronc rider. Comes to us from Fort Scott, Kansas. And I tell you what, I think they teach him how to ride bareback horses before they teach him to walk at Fort Scott. There's been a bunch of good ones come out of that town. Mr. Mike Hazelbaker is the cowboy. He splits his time from riding bareback horses and also judging rodeos. I tell you what, when he enters up, he always finds a way to make it to the pay window. One of the best there is. Comes to us from Fort Scott, Mr. Mike Hazelbaker. He's on the horse they call Gambler. This is the matchup right here. Let's help him out, Chanute. He said outside. A little bit of tough luck right there. He reached down with his free hand, folks. It's going to be a no score. Point ride. Okay, we're going to go right now over here to the timed event shoot, and we're ready for the...